Stiffler Manufacturing. We are almost there. We are almost there to 1K. And so that's what today is about, seeing if we can get that final push to get us there for that 1K giveaway. Just wait to see when people join us. Once they do, we'll start talking about these slides, getting things going for all of my future watchers. There we go, connected, get to video edit. Get our description info in there. Good morning, welcome to Stiffler Manufacturing. Thanks for joining us. Thank you for that like, greatly appreciated. Today we'll be talking about our slides, per usual, but also our 1K giveaway. Right now we're at 988, we're almost there. Once we hit that 1K, we're going to give away a Viper slide. There we are, let's grab that description info. So how are we all doing this fine Saturday morning? There we go, add it to the talk list. Let's change that thumbnail, shall we? Something more appropriate. So how about you? Let's throw those tags on there, and almost done. So for those of you who might just be joining us who are new to Stiffler Manufacturing, we turn bars of stainless steel like this here, 17.4, into slides like this. Coat them in Cerakote, do all of it in-house. And they fit things like the Gen 3 Glock 19 and Glock 17. And we're currently working on the 26 and 43. Hope to have those out before the year's end if everything goes right. There we go, everything's saved. Quick little refresh for it, and good. Excellent. Oop, one little fix. It's been a crazy journey to it, getting to 1K, talking to everybody, meeting and greeting. We've been to SHOT Show, we're going to SHOT Show again. We've got distributors and vendors now. It's been a wild journey these last 2 years. Hitting year 3 coming January. There we go. Nice and set. Thank you all for joining us this morning. We use H series, F series, and FX series Cerakote. This here is all H series. Mil-spec OD green, Glock FDE, and desert sand. This is our turbo slide, front grip serrations, top ported window. Good for the Gen 3 Glock 19. A complete model. It uses an ELD performance barrel and an SCT manufacturing parts kit. The Siley Optics Wolfex Pro is not included, but you can acquire them easily. All of our slides come with a Trijicon RMR flat optic cut and are covered with an aluminum RMR cover plate. Omar, good morning. We're almost there, man. Almost there. Oh, awesome. Right on. Was that the Green Mamba one? Nice. Which one did you get, Omar? Pat, what's going on? Hey, 989, 11 more subs to go. Greatly appreciated. I've actually put 300 rounds through this one here and drop tested it multiple times, even threw it into the ground once, and this optic is still going. Oh, right on. Yeah, the camo with copper looks great. Wish I had a copper barrel with me for this one. Yep, Tactical Penguin for the stencils. So for our lightning, our camo, the tiger stripes, all of those stencils, we use Tactical Penguin. Which I need to find their their YouTube channel, which is difficult to find. Turns out there's a lot of people called Tactical Penguin. Do you have the rapid camo, and do you think it's possible to do a copper or to do a 4-color camo versus the 3IC? Yeah, we've done 4-colored camo before. That's not a problem. I mean, it's a little more difficult to do, but yeah, we can do it. Let's see, rapid camo. Which one's rapid camo? Drop the link for me, Pat. Hey, 5 likes. Thank you. Greatly appreciated. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask. Oh, wait. I think I found him. Tactical Penguin official. Okay, good. There we go. One more quick little save. There we are. Yep, so the stencils we use for this are Tactical Penguin. And I think it came out real great. This is our OD camo. To the rifle stencils section? Okay. Let me take a look here. See if that pops up. Yep, but today we're on our journey for the 1K. Oh man, 8 likes. That's awesome. On our journey to the 1K. I'm thinking we'll get it today. 2A veteran, what's going on? Dave, how you doing? Hey, 990 on the subs. Yep, I'm thinking we're going to get it today. And after we do, that's when we start planning the 1K giveaway. We know we're going to be giving away an SM19 Viper. I just don't know what color it's going to be and if we're going to do any engraving on it or not. And for those of you that like to check out builds, there we are. Magic. Man, I'd hope so, Donjay. There's a lot of YouTube like things. Like if I want to get monetized, I think I need like 3,000 and like X number of watch hours. I don't know if they're going to recommend me more if I hit 1K, but a lot of our peers have told us once you hit 1K, it gets a little easier to start getting more people. So maybe. But that's okay. It's about the journey. We're meeting cool people, getting to check out awesome builds, helping people stay 2A every day. Seeing what? The build? Yeah. Yeah, we can put builds on here, just we can't interact with them physically. And that all links back to some unfortunate incidents that happened a while back. You can probably still find them. Where people did some live streams and it resulted in the loss of life. So you can do lives with firearms, you just can't physically touch them. So if I want to make everything okay again, I just do this real quick, do that real quick, good to go. And now I can move and manipulate things on camera again. Good to go. Rumble doesn't have that same rule, but YouTube does, and so we gotta obey that rule while we're utilizing YouTube Live. I do need to, and I keep saying it, I know, I do need to do my unboxing, and maybe I'll do that this weekend, but I have to unbox the EDG. All right, refresh. Let's see where we're at. 990. Yep, 10 to go. 10 to go. We'll be giving away one of our 19 Viper slides. So I'm thinking the plan, what we're going to do is, once we hit the 1K, is we will do a live. And in that live, that's where we will document everybody's usernames. And we will add every username to a wheel. And then we will do a second live at another date, and everyone who's on that wheel must be in the live. And so when we spin it, the winner will then get the slide. So it's going to be a 2 live, yep, a 2 live show to get the slide. Fluffy Bunny Arsenal, welcome to the chat. And this won't be our only one either. I mean, once we get our other channels to 1K too, probably do another giveaway. And then after that, maybe 3 or 5K. So yeah, we'll do more giveaways in the future. YL, do we do a 48 slide? No, currently just the 19 and 17. We're working on the 43 and the 26. The 43 should fit on the 48 frame, but we also might do a 43X, which would fit better. Yep, we're going to keep doing more and more models as we continue to expand. Slowly but surely. We don't have 2026 completely mapped out yet, but we're working on it. Oh yeah, no doubt. Comps, nothing for comps yet. We do have threaded barrels that are capable of taking some comps, along with suppressors. But we are also navigating threaded barrels now due to certain states have issues with threaded barrels, such as California, Connecticut, what's going on? Illinois, Massachusetts, Maryland, New York, New Jersey, Washington, and of course Washington, D.C. So it creates some issues about how to navigate that. For example, eBay doesn't let us sell threaded barrels, likely because of those states. Getting a lot of messages. Getting a lot of messages this morning. Oh my god. This is wild. Good to see you too, Weil. Let's see. Well, hello, shoo. And in America, baby, Texas. Right on. Arizona here. Federal agent asking when Gen 5? Possibly 2026. Once we finish the 43 and the 26 that we're working on, we might start working on Gen 5s in 2026. White Rambo, what's going on, brother? Not Denver. How you doing? And mastering the dual recoil spring assembly that comes with the 26, that's going to help us work on Gen 5s. We're also going to have to pick up some Gen 5 slides just to make sure that our measurements are good too. So 2026, that's probably when we'll start working on Gen 5s. Greatly appreciate it, White Rambo. Thank you. Don J, thank you. Not there yet. 993. We're almost at 1K. We'll get there. I think today's the day. But we will be giving away a Viper slide after we hit 1K to some lucky American. And it's got to be an American address. I'm sorry for some of our foreign viewers. You know, I appreciate your support so much, but ITAR regulations stipulate that we have to ship within inside the United States because we don't have the licensing to ship firearms parts and accessories overseas. Or rather, outside of the United States and its territories, because I can ship to Hawaii, I can ship to Guam, Puerto Rico, U.S. Virgin Islands, Northern Mariana Islands. We don't ship to American Samoa. So, yeah, no American Samoa and no rest of the world, I'm afraid. Oh, Rios Reloaded doing another video with one of our slides. Right on. Love it. Heck yeah. Oh, and he's rocking the Wolf EDG. Good times, good times. Oh man, so many messages. What are y'all doing to me today? Oh man, thank you all for joining us this morning. Feel free to ask any questions. Feel free to make any comments. We've been doing this since January 2023 and slowly growing ever since. Joe WTF, man, thank you. Greatly appreciate it. 2A is the way. And it's not about price. It's not about background. It's all about Americans exercising their rights. I don't care how you're politically affiliated. I don't care who you voted for. You're an American. You have a right to own a gun. You have a right to build a gun. I just haven't gotten them yet, Omar. Eventually we will. We'll add more and more barrels. Actually, we just updated our website, 2-3 days ago? And we've added a new section for barrels and parts and accessories. And so right now we have black tin barrels and we have copper PVD. We're also going to get some rainbow barrels, probably some stainless steel barrels or chrome barrels in. It's just about slow growth. We got to find good prices that work for us, as well as work for the distributors and vendors that we're buying from. And sometimes that means buying a certain quantity. And so we need to figure out organizationally, hey, where in the shop are we going to put these? How are we going to organize them? How are we going to label them? And then also build up the reserve cash to buy those items. Like if they want us to buy 1,000 barrels, that's not cheap. So slowly but surely, we will get those things in our shop. Tony the Tiger, yeah. Papa's Pew Pews, what's going on? I'm sure there is a Bengals fan out there that is really going to love this one. But I mean, if you're out there with your morning frosted flakes, why not? 6 more to 1K. Heck yeah. We're going to get there. We'll get there. And then we're going to give a slide away. It's going to be awesome. Because that's what it's all about. It's all about the 2A. It's all about getting back to the range, exercising your rights. And Don J himself can tell you about our slide swap program. So if you've got a slide, kind of like this one, or others, whether they're aftermarket or OEM, feel free to reach out to us, and we might, on a case-by-case basis, swap our slide for one of yours. So this here was a Rem Sport, or is a Rem Sport R19, and we swapped it for one of our Zoom slides to help a customer out. Jacob from Ohio, right on, man. Arizona over here. Where's everybody from this morning? Do we only do Glocks? Yes, currently. Right now we do the Gen 3 19 as well as the 17. We're working on the 26 and the 43. We were working on the SIG P320 before all that happened, so we canceled that. We might still do the 365, but we're kind of waiting to see where the market goes, you know? Hey, we got Florida, Colorado, Ohio, California, Connecticut. If I'm pronouncing it right, Theron. Yeah, man. Actually, we had someone test our slides on an RXM, and it works. It runs. Oh yeah, this one here is quickly becoming one of our best sellers now. It is the SM19 Turbo Slide in camo. We have a few different camo options. Front grip serrations, top ported window, and then of course you can put a optic on it, Trijicon RMR flat. Thank you, Pew Pew Junkies. Thank you. Rem oil? I can't say I've ever used it personally. I usually use Hoppies myself, or we have started to use the Ecto Lube from Ghost Dad Tactical. Some good smelling gun lube. That said, it does smell good. Keep it away from your kids and your animals. Like, seriously. Oh, okay, Pat found it. I was looking through trying to find it. Rapid Camo 23x7. Let's take a look here. And the Penguin Tactical website is not loving me right now. Oh, I know why. There we go. Okay, let's take a look at this camos. Okay, that's interesting. And it allows for some variation. Interesting. I wonder how large they are. If this is for a rifle, I wonder how large this is going to be. (23x7). Yeah. I don't know if we're going to be able to do this just because of how large the camo pieces are going to be. Yeah, it might just be too large there, Pat. Let's see. Omar says, can California be able to buy slide part kits in 2026, or will that be restricted as well? So, Omar, from what I understand, if both laws pass, Californians will not be able to buy new Glocks from FFLs. And then if the barrel one passes, barrels would be subject to background checks. But there's nothing in there that says you can't get stripped slides or you can't get parts kits. Unless something changes. Theron says he used the Sotar grease motor oil combo for lube on all his guns. Green apple flavored gun lube. Yep. Yep, that is the Ghost Dad Tactical green apple. Matthew's asking anything for the Glock 34 or the Glock 17. Oh, wait, Glock 34 for my 17. No, we don't do anything for the 34 yet. We only do for the 19 and the 17, like this one here. But we are working on the 26 and the 43. And we plan to do additional models in the future as we grow. BSB's asking what the giveaway is. Once we hit our 1K, we're going to be doing a future live to give away one of our Viper slides. So it'll be an SM19 Viper slide. It'll have 3 ported windows. Good for a Trijicon RMR. So that's what we'll be giving away. Yeah, they got a whole section on pistols. It's not being super friendly this morning. Xavier, Trijicon better? Yep, they're using a Trijicon RMR flat optic cut. That is the optic cut of choice. And when we do the 43, we are going to do an RMR CC optic cut. Jacob, yes and no. Yes, we are capable of doing it. No, we can't do it. And the reason is because our machines are set up for production. So, for example, about a week ago, we made 330 slides. Our machines are just set up for volume production. So if we were to work on one person's slide, it would kill us from making 30 to 50 slides. P-Dip says, what do you think of your Siley optics? I've been using them for the last year and have it on 2 of my guns now. Love them more than my expensive ones. So I haven't tested the EDG yet. This one I have not opened. But the Wolf X Pro, I have that here. And I haven't done a whole lot with it. I've put 300 rounds through the build. I've drop tested it at chest height onto concrete. And it's still going good. It's got a little scuff there. And I even threw it into the ground, just like slammed it into the ground hard. And yeah, it still turns on. It still shoots. I can still hit the target. No issues. That zero is still on there. And this runs at 230 from Siley, and I want to say the EDG runs 280 from Siley. But that being said, Siley gave us these, so I did not pay for these optics. Full disclosure. Soccer Jack, welcome. Anything for the Glock 33 in Gen 4? No, I'm afraid not. Currently, we only do the 19 and the 17 in Gen 3. We are working on the 26 and the 43, and we'll continue to expand to different slides as we keep growing as a company. But in addition to Siley, you also might want to look at Gideon Optics. They have some pretty good priced ones. I have their Omega Red Dot, and it runs great. And I think both of those are good new companies. They're cheaper than, say, Hollow Sun. And are there better options out there? Yeah, probably. But for the price range, I think it's pretty good. Matthew, yeah, we have ported barrels on our website. We have standard, ported, and threaded. Though we are still looking into the issues of threaded barrels when it comes to certain states, such as California, Connecticut, Michigan, or not Michigan, Massachusetts, Maryland, Illinois, New York, New Jersey, and Washington. Because it looks like we can sell threaded barrels to those states, but once the user builds it, all of a sudden their state says they're some kind of criminal, which is some total bullshit. You know, it's just BS. Do we have any parts for the Taurus PT-99, the Beretta 92 clone? No, we don't. The only parts we have are for the Glock 19 and Glock 17 at the moment. Are threaded barrels in Massachusetts fine? We've been doing some research, and we just got to make sure we're good on our end for shipping purposes. Because I know some of those states are very litigious. Holy crap, Curtis. That is one heck of a steal right there. Yeah, see, that's what we're seeing with, like, with, we're seeing this with Washington, is they can order threaded barrels, they can buy them, they can possess them, own them, but they can't build it. It's wild. So yeah, we need to do a lot more research into some other states, and that's as we continue to grow, I'm sure we'll keep seeing more of these issues. Like once we make Gen 5s, we know we can't sell Gen 5 slides to California because California's banned Gen 4s and Gen 5s. Alpha Rent, yes, the Gen 6 is supposedly coming, so Glock says. But we'll see. 999. Oh man, almost there. I knew we were going to get it today. I knew it. Florida is pretty lax, Curtis, though I think they're still having that weird fishing rule where you can't open carry unless you are fishing. Pew Pew Junkies, yeah, man. We're going to get it. We're going to get it. Working on that 1K. Like, subscribe, check out our other channels. And if you guys want to see all our stuff, I'll just drop that link. Here you go. We have it in the description, but here you go. That is our website. Has all of our stuff on it. Supreme Court needs to set all the lower courts straight. Yes, absolutely agree. 100% agree with that. AJ Wall, what's your review on the Siley Dots? So I have not opened the Wolf EDG yet, so I plan on doing an unboxing video because I kind of messed up and I did not do an unboxing video for the Wolf X Pro. The Wolf X Pro, I've dumped 300 rounds through it. And I've dropped it at chest height, I've slammed it into concrete, and it still keeps working. So it needs some more testing, but I think for what I've done to it so far, I think the Wolf X Pro works great. There we go. Let's pop on over to your channel. Let's see. Can I shoot messages through here? Oh, hey, you've got a gun channel too. Right on. 8 subscribers. Right on, man. I'm going to sub. I'm going to help you get to that 50, because once you get 50, you can start doing lives. No, it doesn't let me shoot you a message. That sucks. That's dumb. That's okay. You can always reach out to us on Instagram, Facebook, any of our other social medias, or on our website directly. Keep fighting, Curtis. Keep fighting. Yes, we did. We used H-Series Cerakote, and this is Hunter Orange and Graphite Black. We used the stencils from Tactical Penguin to make this. We also have another one that's in Crocodile Green and Graphite Black. Kind of reminds me of those 80s action movies, like Arnold Schwarzenegger putting the tiger camo on his face. $1K! We just hit 1K subs. That's awesome. Heck yeah. Yeah, go into your YouTube studio and add an email, and then we can just shoot you an email. Too easy. Freaking awesome. Finally hit that 1K. It's been a journey. Because when we first started, all we were doing was uploading shorts and videos, and wasn't getting a whole lot of traction until we started doing lives. Really, the Wolf 2G for 130? Sounds pretty good. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. It's greatly appreciated. So, yes, now that we're at 1K, we are going to do that giveaway. It will be a Viper slide. We're still not 100% on the color and any stenciling or any engraving we're going to do to it, but we will be giving away a Viper. 3-ported windows. Got a little bit of aesthetic windows on the breech wall there. It does come with a Trijicon RMR flat optic cut with an aluminum RMR cover plate. And it is made of 17.4 stainless steel. Where a lot of our competitors use 416 steel, we use 17.4. So you're getting a stronger steel, more corrosion resistant. It's harder to work with, but it makes a better product. Yeah, it has been going up pretty quick, pretty steady. So I'm definitely happy people are coming to check it out. Oh, yeah. This is actually one of our older ones. This is a Stormtrooper white. But we have switched over to Arctic white, which still looks pretty good, too. I actually used this one at the range. As you can see some of the scuffing in there from shooting. Actually, let's just swap this. And this is why I need to get another barrel. I have some at the shop, but those are all for customers. You don't take from your own supply. Blip blop, put that there, and there we go. Now we've got a white build on a tan frame. Look at that, faster than the director of the ATF. I joke, but, I mean, come on. Alright, let's do a quick little... There we are, there we are. Show the black one and the white one? Yeah, definitely. Let's move you out of the way. You out of the way. You back in the way. So this one here is graphite black and Arctic white. And we used Stencils from Tactical Penguin to get that lightning effect. One of our white lightning slides. This is the SM19 Zoom. Normally these range at like 145, and they come with an optic cut. But once you start adding camo and stuff to it, it gets a little more expensive because there's some extra work that needs to be done. I was thinking about trying Glock. I own mostly Beretta, carrying a PX4 right now. Right on, man. At the dealership, saw on the Outback, it said white 650 upcharge for pure white. What the fuck? That's insane. Got an APXA1. Right on. Oh, nice. Ouija board backplate. Yeah, man. The white and black builds look great. Ammo Alchemist, what's going on, man? Finally hit our 1K. Finally at that 1K. Freaking wild. Now we just got to figure out those 2 lives that we're going to do. The first live is going to be getting everybody in there so we can get everybody's usernames written down and put on a board. The second live will be the giveaway. And we'll have all the rules set up in the first live. Oh, you got a strike? Oh, it freaking sucks. Oh, thank you. Thank you for the sub. Greatly appreciated. Monetize for 30 seconds and then strike. Yup. And for all of you 2A lovers out there, just remember, social media is not your friend. They will restrict you the moment they feel like it. Even if you're following the rules. Because Facebook restricts us all the time, even though we're following their rules. Because we're a business, so we're allowed to post about our guns and about our products. But they still restrict us. Not really on those handguards. It's not something we've ever really used a lot, Eric, so I'm afraid I don't have any recommendations. But someone here in the comments might have it. Right on, Chris. Do we do our own custom jobs? Yes, kind of. So, do we do custom jobs for customers? No, but we do our own Cerakote. We do our own slides. And the only reason we don't do custom work for customers is because our machines are set up for production. And so we can't, if we were to do one-off slides for people, I'd have to stop making 50 slides. So that's the only reason we don't do that. We don't have a machine set up just for individual custom work yet. Maybe sometime in the future. However, if there's something you want color-wise, like say you like this camo, but you want different colors, that's something we can do. If you like this lightning stencil, but you want different colors, yeah, we can do that. If you like the tiger stripe and you want different colors, yes, we can do that. Might do your first live today. Right on, Donjay. DA recommendations for optics with 12.5 barrel AR. That's not a red dot. Not really. Most of my career was military, and that's my experience when it comes to optics and to iron sight. So I'm slowly myself getting into optics. So I spent 10 years in the military, and that's my experience on firearms, as well as I've done a couple of competitions and some local stuff, NRA advocacy, GOA, that kind of stuff. So I myself am still learning, and I will never proclaim that I know everything about guns. AJ Wall, man, thank you. Definitely, thank you for stopping by. Miami Tiger, yep. Tony the Tiger, the Bengals, Tiger Stripe Camo. Might do some other ones with it. Maybe some different randoms. Maybe like a black and a blue might look cool. Or a red. Budget Arms, thank you. We are actually doing a sale for Labor Day. So it's going to be September 1st to September 7th. It's going to be on SM19 stripped slides. And it's going to be code LABOR25 for 15% off burnt bronze, desert sand, and Glock FDE. So 15% off those strip slides for 1 week. No, we don't have any neon lettering. A Miami Vice color scheme? I guess. Maybe, yeah, I think we might have the stuff for that. At least close to it. Let's see, what are we looking at here? White, pink, NRA blue, and bright purple. Reach out to us about it. See which colors you want exactly. Like, look at our colors and see exactly which colors you want. And just reach out to us about it. Yeah, purple and black would look cool. White and red stripes, yeah, that'd probably look pretty good. We got to probably do a black and white, you know, do like a zebra. Houndtooth? Like, I might need more info on that. I'm not tracking. Yep, we don't do anything in Gen 5 yet. We will hopefully be starting to do those next year. But you can fit Gen 3 slides on Gen 5 frames. And specifically for the 19X, look up a channel called RTT Guns and Gear. He has a video on how to put a Gen 3 slide on a 19X. All you're doing really is changing out the back plate. Why are you looking at my wiener, bro? I mean, you can. Don't make it weird. Everybody wants a piece of the Stiffmeister. JD's Sports Room. Cerakote. Yes, it is. H-Series Cerakote. We also use F-Series and FX Series. Meat spin. The lightning slide would look sweet with highlights on the white, like blue and... Oh, yeah. I wonder if we could do highlights with it. Maybe. It's staring at you menacingly. Oh, yeah. This is our OD camo. So what we used was mil-spec OD green, desert sand, and flat dark earth. And we used heat-resistant stencils from Tactical Penguin. And this one's one I use at the range, going off and testing stuff. White and black, but little squares. Paul Bryan. I'm going to look that up real quick. Okay, let's see here. Oh! Oh! Okay, yeah. Okay. That might be doable. Maybe. Yeah. I gotta think about that one. Kind of like a checker appearance. Okay, man, we might be able to do something like that. Maybe. We used to make battle warrants quite a bit. We might bring some of them back. They just weren't selling as well as they used to. So we kind of nixed them for a while. The closest thing we have to battle worn now would be our space worn. So if you check that out on our website, it is a black slide that's been distressed so that the stainless steel shows through. So space worn. Kind of like a battle worn. A little different. AJ Wall says get a 1.6 LPVO for that 12.5. Yeah, see, man, I knew there'd be other people in here who have recommendations. Oh, dang, a Safiri slide for 190? That's impressive, because their prices are usually a lot higher. Same with, like, Zev or Grey Ghost. Oh, yeah, we have it in the description, but let me just post it here for you real quick. Here we go. There is our website. And here is our link bio. This will show you to all of our social media and our stores and our affiliates. There we go. We'll pin that one. Boom. Done. Yeah, anytime. I'm going to go get some more water real quick because talking this much makes me thirsty. And y'all should drink some water too. Stay hydrated. Back again. And why do we stay hydrated? Because how are you going to move and groove, engage the enemy, react to contact, break their stuff if you're not hydrated? How are you going to be a sexual tyrannosaurus like Stiffler if you're dehydrated? You're not. Drink some water. Okay, they were probably trying to get rid of them, would be my guess, and move on to something else. We do that with a color that we thought the color was going to look good from the bottle. It was called Sky Blue, or Blue Sky, whichever. Did not look as good as we wanted it to after we painted it, so we sold them off real quick. And the ones we didn't sell off, we ended up reaching out to RB Tactical, and we sold them to them, and then they sold them off on their store. Which actually, his link is in our description too, but I'll post that one as well. So he is an eBay seller that sells like collectibles and military, but he's also getting into gun parts now. So we've been feeding him. He buys slides from us wholesale. And he'll occasionally put them up on his eBay page. Lots of collectibles, some militaria, uniform items, some gear once in a while. Cool little eBay shop. And of course we've got other affiliates too, like Delta Team Tactical, MMC Armory, Davidson Defense, The Hub in Arizona, Serious Arms, Wolverine Arms picked up some of our slides, along with Gonzalez Arms Co. So yep, our slides are out there. Who else has some of our slides? I think 3CR Tactical has some of our slides. There's others. Wolverines! Zanty, what's going on, man? Zanty, 1K. We hit 1K. Actually, let's do a little refresh. What are we at? Yep, just 1K. Is that all it says? 1K? Am I at 1K even? $1K hype. Dylan, what's going on, man? Let's see. Oh, nope, I'm at 1,005. 1,005. Heck yeah. Should have like a little air horn or something. I don't want to break all your ears. So yeah, we'll figure out when to schedule that live giveaway. And then the follow-up giveaway, or the follow-up live to do the actual giveaway itself. Oh, what got us into machining? So it's a combination of a family friend, and then also just family itself. So we had family members in machining, and of course, we've been interested in firearms. A couple of veterans, Blue Star family members, and we kind of got invited into doing it. It's kind of a weird story. So we pulled money together, sold a house, and that was the investment into doing it. Started up a machine shop in Florida, and then things weren't going as well as we would have liked initially. We ended up moving the machine shop back to our home state of Arizona, and from there we just kind of kept growing. That first year was real rough. We were never sure if we were going to survive every month as a business. But we were next door to another slide manufacturer when we were in Florida, and so we were there working, learning. Making slides. That's how the Viper slide came out to be, actually, was in Florida. We had gotten reached out to by another company that wanted 200 of these, and they were talking about ordering, 200 of these a month. And so we made the initial 200, but then they backed out of the sale. And we ended up selling them on our eBay and on our website, and it quickly became our most popular slide up until we started doing camo turbos. So yeah, we've got a family background in it. Multiple family members have done machining, and then of course just an interest in firearms, along with the market at the time. When we first got started back in January 2023, Polymer 80 was still around. They hadn't gone under due to all the lawsuits, and there was a huge 80% market that we were trying to get our way into. And I can tell you, as a new business, a lot of other businesses, vendors, distributors, don't trust new businesses. They're pretty much like, yeah, let us know when you've been around for 3 to 5 years. So as a new business, it's really hard to push through that. But every month, it's been social media outreach. Every month, it's been talking to people, talking to businesses, reaching out to gun shops across America, surviving on selling 10 slides here and 5 slides there. And now we've got multiple distributors and vendors just from talking to people, meeting and greeting people. We were even talking with Polymer 80 at one point before things went down, and so that almost became a thing, I guess. And of course, we've talked with PSA and we've talked with Brownells. And at the time when that was going on, PSA is also making their own slides. They got the Dagger, and Brownells was just like, with the market and with all the lawsuits going on with Polymer 80 and others, they were just backing down from acquiring other people's slides at the time. We talk with SCT from time to time. Or for frames. Yeah, we have some of their frames. I don't know if we'd sell them. We'd have to go get an FFL. Our parts kits are SCT Manufacturing. That's what goes in our, that's what's in our parts kits. And that's what goes on our complete uppers. Tasty, tasty water. Man, I hope so. We did SHOT Show this year. We got to meet and greet a lot of people. John Crump News, Jack of all trades, reps from Cerakote, Glock, PSA, Delta, MMC, Davidson. all kinds of people, all kinds of stuff. And we are going to SHOT Show again January 2026. The doctor footprint, like the optics cut. Characterized by 4 screw holes beneath the... Ours are Trijicon RMR flat, so ours are like this. So we can put things like the Holosun 507, Siley Optics Wolf, Gideon Optics Omega, things like that. Let's take a look at this doctor cut here. Oh, I see. So that's with the dovetail rear sight in front of the optic cut. Okay. I don't know if we're ever going to do something like that. We might in the future. I don't know if we'll do that. I do have to ask why people want it, though. You know, is it more effective? Do you find that it's easier to acquire target at short range, or like why do you like it? Or is it an aesthetic thing? Because in my experience, all of my stuff is like military firearms and some shooting competitions, and it's been the more traditional rear dovetail cut, front sight post, and occasionally an optics cut, which is in front of the rear dovetail. So that's my experience for the most part. Hey, we got some new followers on Facebook. All right. And of course, we hit our 1K, so we are on 1K on here. So we are going to give away an SM19 Viper slide because we hit 1K. So we'll do a future live where we're going to give that slide away. What color it's going to be and what stencil and what any engraving might be on it, that I don't know yet, but we will be giving one away now. I got a generic cover plate for my striker slide, and I had to do a little machining myself to make it fit, but it was worth it. Right on. We're actually going to be selling our cover plates sometime in the near future, just by themselves. Jerome, what's going on? And maybe we'll offer colored options. I don't know, like, you know, maybe we could do the same Cerakote, like if somebody wants a habanero red, or I don't know. Right now, they're just going to be the same black that they all are. Oh, right on, Jerome. Yep, you got 69 subs. Did your first live? Heck yeah, man. I'm subbing to you. We'll pop in on a live if we see you live. Everybody's got to support. 2A is the way. Build the 2A wall. Support the 2A community. Big channels, little channels. 2A is the way. All right, what are we at right now? We've breached 1K. We're at 107. All right. This is awesome. Oh, one of our videos has been blocked globally. Oh, that's nice. Keep 2A strong, absolutely. So Siley Optics definitely beats out Holosun on the price. Is it better? Well, it does run battery, but I have run 300, and it's not enough to just run 300 rounds, but I've run 300 rounds through this, and I've done some drop testing on it. I have dropped it from chest height onto the ground. I even slammed it hard into concrete once, and it's still running. No problem so far. Okay, let's take action. Let's replace the song. Something from the YouTube library. YouTube has a problem with the background music. Yeah, I dropped this from chest height 7 or 8 times, and the one time I literally just right there into concrete. And I thought there was a scuff on it, but I literally just wiped it off and nothing. And I mean, just... Yep, there was. I thought there was a scuff just now, and it literally just... nothing. Alright, now where'd my recoil spring go? Because that shot off like a motherfucker. There it is. And to be fully fair, they gave us these for free for testing, so... So I did not buy these at all. They just gave them to us for testing. There we go. And yeah, they work. I mean, they should work. It's a Trijicon RMR cut, so they should work, but I'm glad they sent them out to us to make sure they work. Because you don't know until you know. Now Siley can say, hey, they are compatible with Stiffler slides. And we can say the same thing. Hey, our slides work with Siley optics. Just like we can say, yeah, our slides work with Holosun. Our slides work with Gideon. Holy shit. Really, Pat? Damn. And yeah, there's been some other videos, too, of... God, what's the guy's name? Rando Wayne, maybe it was, or maybe it was Ghost. I want to say it was Rando Wayne. Rando Wayne dropped one of our slides onto gravel to see if the Cerakote scuffed, and it didn't. But he dropped a PSA dagger, whatever their coating was, scuffed immediately. Now, that doesn't really bother me. That's just character, you know, to the gun. Because guns will wear with time. Here we go. Here's an old Ruger I have. It's got lots of holster wear. It's got a good scratch on it. Yep, just... Like, your guns just look like that. Shoot them, use them. You know, unless it's a wall piece or a conversation piece or something. Guns get used. Yeah, wasn't Yukon the one where he tossed it out the back of his truck? Yeah, we might start doing other optics cuts in the future. We have the delta point. We have, I think we have a template for acro. But I got to see if we're some of it's you got to see if you're allowed to do it, right? You got to make sure there's no patents. Like a common one we get asked for is, hey, can you guys make a slide for the Desert Eagle? No, we can't. It's patented. Some optics cuts, like you have Zev posts. We can't use Zev posts unless we talk to Zev. Like there's certain things you can't do just because there's patents on things. Like, oh, here's a great example. A common one we get asked for is, hey man, can you make a Deadpool slide? No. Now, can you make a Deadpool slide? If it's your own stuff, can you make Deadpool? Yes, you can. Can we? No, because it's copyrighted and patented by Disney and Marvel. So if us as a business started doing it, they could sue us, or we'd have to come to an agreement to where they get a portion of the proceeds. Hey, PJ Garcia, thanks for popping in. So, step 1 has already been completed. We've hit 1K subscribers. Step 2 is we're going to do a live sometime in the future, which we will announce on our social media. That live is where we will document everybody's usernames. And then step 3 is we will do a second live where we will have all those usernames on a wheel. We will spin the wheel, and the random person will win the slide so long as they have an American address. And the stipulation is that the user has to be in the first live and the second live. If you're not in the second live for whatever reason, and we'll announce it, we'll give people time so they can schedule themselves to be there. If you're not in the second one, sorry, it's going to go to somebody else. Chaco Red Eyes, what's going on, man? Oh, heck yeah. Yeah, that's Green Mamba and USMC Red that makes that happen. And we'll probably have some runner-ups, too, just in case for some reason we can't ship to somebody. Like, for example, we can only ship within the United States and its territories. So if we have, like, someone from overseas on there, it'll have to go to the runner-up. Well, it's going to be a little bit, Don, because not only do we have to schedule the live, and I'm going to schedule it like a week or 2 out, we have to make the slide. So we're going to turn a bar of steel into that slide. So this will give time for people to keep subscribing, get themselves onto the live, and it'll allow us time to get everyone added to the list, because I imagine it's going to be a few hundred people. And that'll allow us to add everybody to the wheel, and then we can figure out logistics on how to ship it to them. And so the night that we do the spin, I'll do a few extra spins for runners-up in case we can't ship to somebody for whatever reason. So that way we have a list of runner-ups that might win it. Or if they don't show up, or whatever happens. But we'll also do more of these in the future too, because like this is our 1K for YouTube. Once we hit 1K on Facebook and 1K on Instagram and 1K on Rumble, and after that, maybe after we hit 3K and 5K and whatever. So yeah, we'll do more of these in the future. PJ, yeah, we have ported barrels. They're on our website, stifflermanufacturing.com, and we also have threaded barrels as well. Oh, you mean do we port barrels? No, we don't do porting ourselves, but we have ported barrels from ELD Performance. Oh, sorry guys, I gotta pause the live real quick. Or sorry, I gotta at least pause the audio. Okay, terribly sorry about that, guys. Okay, terribly sorry about that, guys. I had to take a phone call for work. Someone was calling about a slide and just had to answer that real quick. They're getting a complete slide. So something like this one here, it'll have a barrel, it'll have the front and rear sights, it'll have the parts kit installed. So they just went and dropped $250 on that. Actually, I hope this doesn't mess this up again, but yeah, go figure. eBay makes me reconnect every time when that happens. Or sorry, YouTube makes me reconnect. Okay. The wheel of Stiffler can't wait. Yep, gotta keep spinning. I have a dagger with a Siley that I ran for 3 years. It's been hard life for it, but it still works. Yeah, so that's that's what I'm hoping is going to go on with this. I've dropped it. I've hit it against stuff. I think it's going to go just fine. Just like, I think it'll be great. She still turns on. Might take her to the range this weekend. I don't know. We'll see. There we go. There we go. Oh my God, so many notifications. This is what happens when I don't pay attention to my phone when I'm doing lives. All kinds of people messaging us and emailing us. Oh my goodness. 40 notifications. There we go. Man, over 1K. It's been a journey, ladies and gentlemen. It has been a journey. And I definitely have to thank you all very much for it. Hanging out with us, dealing with our weirdness, checking out our slides. Some of y'all have some of our slides. Water, water. Stay hydrated, people. Matthew says, I asked for laser work for my mom before on a slide in Old English, but the A was copyrighted. Oh, yeah. So that reminds us of... Okay, so Glock, for example. You think Glock 19, G19, Glock 17, G17. Did you know that they've copyrighted G19, G17, G43, G26, all of that? Yep. So when we first started, we advertised our slides as, G19, and then later G17. Glock reached out to us and said, "Don't do that." So thus, that is why we have the SM19, the SM17, the future SM43 and 26. And Glock will let you know. When they see it, they'll let you know. An attorney will reach out to you and say, hey, don't do that. Here's our recommended verbiage. They're actually kind of cool about it, honestly. Like the communication was really easy. Everything was really well understood. So, I mean, you could tell they've obviously done this so many times. Okay, then this one here. Okay, we're keeping statement and we are removing. It looks like I couldn't use a touch of class around the world, which was funny enough. It was allowed on Instagram, which Meta is a parent company of, but was not allowed on YouTube. Oh, wait, that's right. YouTube is not part of Meta. I was thinking Facebook. But I've still had that issue on Facebook where the audio is allowed on Instagram, but it's not allowed on Facebook, and vice versa, which is hilarious. There we go. Okay, I acknowledge that these changes are permanent, blah, 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 blah. Confirmed, done, etc. Cool. Video editing. Legalese. SM17, 19, 26 sounds cooler than the G19 and so on, in my opinion. Heck yeah, man, because Stiffmeister. You got the Stiffmeister 17. And that's why other companies do that too. So if you ever see why they're changing the letters in front of the number, it's because Glock told them they can't use it. So like while you might be able to legally make the slides because the patent's expired, there's still certain verbiage you can't use that might imply that you are selling something that you're not, or imply that you are in collaboration with someone that you're not. So verbiage matters. The words you use matters when you're selling stuff and doing business. Yeah, Glock breeds horses. They do horses and guns. 1990, what's going on, man? Welcome to our live. Which I forget the name of the content creator, but he did a funny joke on that. And because someone was like, well, why? Why do they do horses and guns? And he's like, well, look, man, you ever met a horse you didn't like? No. You ever met a person you didn't like? Yeah. They're like, so we have horses and guns. It's a fair point. I like horses. Horses are cool. I also like guns. Guns are cool. Youth poster Ryan? Maybe, yeah. Well, I'm gonna. Hold on, let me search that real quick. His channel's funny. Or youth pastor? Yep, that's him. Because we like to shoot things into other things. I have a simple humor. Here we go. There he is, Youth Pastor Ryan. Yep, he's fun. Did you see the video of me shooting the black powder revolver in my channel? No, I don't think I did. Yeah, if you guys have a gun channel, let us know. We'll sub. We'll check out your stuff. Sometimes if you're doing lives, we'll pop in and comment. Might even join in on the live. Oh, that is cool. Gotta love big iron. I got one right here. New Vaquero, 45 long Colt. Sadly, not made in Arizona. Funny enough, the SR series of Ruger was made in Arizona, but the revolvers were made in New Hampshire. Like, come on. Like, shouldn't the revolver have been made in Arizona? Come on. Also, good background music there, John. That is great background music. Yeah, big iron on his hip. How long have we been in business? We've been in business since January 2023. The first slide we ever designed was the SM19 Leonidas. The first slide we ever put out into production for sale was the SM19 Flash. There's still a few Leonidases around. We'll probably release some again in the future. The Flash is discontinued until time's unknown. There is one seller I know that still has Flash. It is RB Tactical Market. He still has a couple. So just check his eBay store when you can, and he has them posted randomly. Actually, let me look through his... Yeah, he's got one of the... Oh, man, he has one of the original Flashes. Yep, so the original Flash for the first part of 2023 had a Raptor cut in it. Everything else is the same, but the original Flash had a Raptor cut. As we continued developing it, we removed the Raptor cut. Oh, good question. No, it does not. It does not. We added the circle firing pinhole later. Same thing for the old original Flashes. Yeah, we switched to the circle much later. So that's how I know this Viper is newer, because it's got the circle firing pinhole. Both work just fine, but we ended up switching to the circle later on. I think Don was asking about the Leonidas on... no, we've been emailed twice about the Leonidas. I think Don was one of them. I might try and convince Miss Stiffler if we can do the Leonidas in short runs. But we might do some changes. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what's up. Like, maybe we'll make 50 of them, and that's it. And when we run out, that's it. And then on the next short run, could be, 6 months or next year, we'll make another 50, and that's it. So once they're gone, they're gone. Whereas the others, we produce all year round, no problems. Heck yeah, 1990. Actually, you know, if it helps you out, we are doing a sale for Labor Day, September 1st to September 7th, 15% off our Desert Sand, Burnt Bronze, and Glock FDE SM19 strip slides. So, like this Viper here, if it's in Burnt Bronze, Desert Sand, or FDE, would be 15% off. Bill Poole, Leonidas coming, right on. Yep, we still got a handful in reserve. And I'm going to try and convince Miss Stiffler that we should make a handful each year. I mean, since that company is copying 2 of our slides at least, we could probably make a variant of the Kranos someday, maybe. We change a few things on it, but yeah. Yeah, Shushu, limited editions. Be a limited edition Leonidas. Maybe we'd even engrave them too, like so people know which numbers, which year. One of 50, 2026, you know, something like that. That'd be kind of neat. Actually, what does he have on his channel right now? He has... Oh, yep, he's got a couple of 19s and a few 17s. Right on. 1, 2, 3 19s, 7 17s. I need to reach out to him, see if he wants to buy some more. You know, I honestly think, as much as I like the Kranos, I think one of the reasons is that the customer service was an issue. And, like, if you look back and you go on, like, some of the internet history, like, you go to Twitter, you can see where some of that broke down. Because it's still there. They don't post anymore, but the channel's still there. And every time they started posting, they would get harassed because of the customer service issue. Which is probably why people didn't buy some of their newer stuff. That's just a theory. I don't know. Just a theory. But could very well be true. I don't know. They're not around anymore. It's, you know, I mean they are, but they're not. I mean you're tracking the company that took them over. The eject port cuts? You mean like the Viper? Or because it already has its own cuts there. Which, because this is 17.4 stainless steel, hell yeah. It can handle it. Oh yeah, no worries. Actually, there's another channel, the gun guy. Oh, wait a minute, what? Oh, hey, it updated again, so now I've got 1010. Right on. We're moving and grooving, people. Moving and grooving. Let me see if I can find him again. The gun guy. I want to say it's like the gun guy 77. Let's see. Flying Ridge Firearms, Melee, Tactical Llama, Desert Tactical, Brookside, MD Arsenal, John's Arsenal, Magazine Magic. Patriot Arms. Where you at, man? I know you're here somewhere. Gun Bros. FE Ordnance. Frag Out Design Studios. Pew Pew Concepts. Jack of all trades. Where you at? Oh, there we are. The Gun Guy 77. So he does have a Stiffler slide. It is a Leonidas. And he put it on a Glock 45 frame. Shoo, thanks for stopping by, man. Greatly appreciate it. Yeah, here you go. Here's one of the videos of it. He's like doing his unboxing. Wild. Man, I want to get an old black powder revolver like that. Can you imagine using that in like a home self-defense shooting? Just, hey, fuck you. Black powder. It's the one he's unboxing is Sig Pink. I used to be really good at the revolver flip. I grew up fascinated with westerns. Oh, I know. I know it would. I wonder about seeing it on the receiving end. Fire, smoke, and then of course the round. Compared to the smokeless cartridges we have now. A steel frame Glock 20? I mean, it might be possible to do steel frames in the future. I won't rule it out. There we go. Well, I'm about to hit the 1 hour 45 mark. That's probably right where I'll end it. So I got some stuff to take care of. But I had a buddy spin a single action 22 on his finger with the hammer cocked back. And oh! Yep. I mean, it's a good thing the newer revolvers have safety transfer bars, but still, yeah. Let's see. Empty revolver. Can I flip it without engaging the trigger? Probably not. Nope. Yep, that'll do it to you. Oh yeah, that would have shot me right in the leg. That would have hit the ground. Yep, hit the ground again. I can do it better with my left hand than my right hand, which is weird because I'm right hand dominant. Threesomes are the way. Dust cover actual. What's going on, man? We just hit 1K. This was our 1K live. I don't know. I'm fascinated by revolvers. Are they good for tactical situations in the modern era? No, but I'm still fascinated by them. Perhaps it's just a romanticism of the Old West. All right, pop in on the analytics. Yep, I'm at 1,010 subscribers. Hell yeah. Oh, nice. You know what I'd love to see a recreation of is the old, oh, God, I'm forgetting the name of the revolver. Matlock. The old Matlock revolver. Except I want it to be in a modern cartridge. I'd like to see it in maybe 357 and then a 410 shot shell. And make it so that we can shoot 45 long Colt or the 410 shot shell out of that barrel. And then you'd have 357 and 38 for the cylinder. And that'd be pretty cool. Lamat. That's, yeah, not Matlock. Lamat revolvers. That's what it was. Because wasn't that chambered for something crazy like... I gotta look it up now. Well, I want to say it was like 36 caliber ball and then like whatever shotgun shell. Let's see. 42 ball, 44 reproduction, or 36 ball, and it could shoot 16 or 20 gauge shot. Yeah, I want to see a modern reproduction of this in 357 and 38, and then the barrel for the shot shell would be 410 and 45 long Colt. Heck, maybe even 454 Castle if we could make it happen. Gerald, what's going on? We hit 1K. Dust. Stiffler, bro. Nah, not yet. But for her carry, I don't know. 5.7. What was she using for the 5.7? Diablo 12 gauge pistol. What the fuck? Oh my goodness. That is gonna hurt. See, that's why I said 410 for the shot shell, not 20 or 12 gauge. And then 357, yeah, it's gonna give you some recoil, but you can always swap it down to the 38. Yeah, bring back the 454 Castle. I don't know, probably something to 9mm. Modern 9mm is good. Her current EDC is the 5.7. The ammo for it's kind of expensive and scarce, though, from what I've seen. At least the M&P 5.7 isn't too expensive. 700 for a build. Sweet Jesus. She did say she's down to carry a striker fire gun without a safety, finally. Okay, so she's into a Glock. All right. There we go. Right, so let's go into that giveaway. We'll talk about that a little bit again. So the 1K giveaway, we have breached 1K subs. So that's step one. Step two, we are going to do a live. We'll have it scheduled sometime in the near future, where all subscribers who are in the live will document their username, and then in the follow-up live, we'll have scheduled out those subscribers that we've documented have to be in the second live, and we will spin a wheel multiple times. The first person will be the winner. The rest will be runners-up. So if for some reason the first person can't receive it or they're not in the live, then we'll go on to the runner-up. I have no idea what that is, Pat. So we will be giving out a Viper. I don't have details on what it's going to be. We have to make it. So we're going to turn a bar of steel into that Viper. And then we'll mail it off to one lucky winner. It's a 50 BMG necked down to what? Why? 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 Tactical Llama, what's going on? We just hit 1K today. So we're going to be giving out a slide for our 1K. Right on, man. Just got to be in the 2 new lives we're doing in the future. One will be to get everybody's names down. The second live will be the actual giveaway itself. Why not? Yeah. The ultimate speed. Oh, that's going to be wild. Good morning, live. This has been a good one. Thank you, Jack. It took us a little while to get here, but now that we're here, hell yeah. Yep, we are at 1,010 right now. Cool. Looks like we fixed that video. All right, let's go back to content. Let's go to my shorts. Oh, come on. They ruined the title of it. Okay. Why? Why would you do that? That's just so mean. Mr. BS, what's up? Welcome to the live. We hit our 1K. We're doing our giveaway. Not right now. We'll be doing the giveaway sometime in the near future. I'm going to schedule everything out. Plus, I've still got to make the slide. So, still got to figure out exactly what it's going to be. But we will be giving it away. Can I get super chats now? I don't know. I honestly have no idea. There we go. Let's back out of that. Back out of that. Back out of that. Do I have to set it up? I guess let's go to analytics. Does it show me anything? Content, audience. Let's go to the dashboard. Okay, yeah, but I fixed that video. We're fixed. We're good to go. No problems. Okay, dismissed. Oh, we've hit 1K watch time. Yeah, okay, I know that one. $377 subs in the last 28 days. All right. Expansion of channel permissions. I don't see it anywhere. Is it under earning? Earning, okay. Okay, to eligibility to earn, I have the over 500 subscribers I need. I have 3 video uploads in the last 90 days. And then I need to get one of the following. I need to get 3,000 watch hours, or I need to get 3 million views. Let's see, what's this one? Continue to grow. It's a future milestone. Okay. Okay, YouTube Super Chat requirements. Okay, I need to enable Super Chat. And I need to be part of the YouTube Partner Program. And I need to meet the requirements of at least 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 valid public watch hours in the last 12 months. And being in a location where Super Chat is available. Okay, so people have to go and watch my content. Y'all just start putting it in the background. Yeah, that's why we've been doing live. That's why we haven't done as much short content anymore. On shorts or even just long videos. Plus, I just get to talk with everybody. They get to ask questions, so it's pretty cool. $3,000 watch hours? Yeah, 3,000 watch hours to monetize, and it looks like I need 4,000 watch hours for super chats, if I'm reading all this right. So what is my current watch hours at? I've got watch time of 592. Don't feel like that's right. Is it like 3,000 total or 3,000 for a month? Oh no, I've made all the vids public. Though I was going through a period of time where YouTube was going back and turning them private. So that was frickin' fun. Yep, these are all public. These are all public. Public. $3,000 for a year. Oh, okay. Then we should get to that at some point. Yeah. So this one, I got the achievement of 1,000 hours of watch time. So that should go up again. Let's go for the lifetime. How many hours have I gotten in a lifetime? So right now I am at 1,228 hours and 313,000, almost 400 impressions. Okay, so yeah, got another 1,800 to go on the watch hours. Yeah, let's see here. I want to, I've got a speaker issue, which is why I don't share too much audio that I'm listening to. But I want to go over gun fail videos at some point. Because they're really important to learn from. And we have a whole new era, really, of new gun users, gun owners, and they never had anybody teach them previously. And, we're talking like post-COVID-19, a lot of new people learning how to use guns, buying their first guns, doing their first views. And a lot of them didn't, these new ones, they didn't have parents teach them, they didn't have instructors, they didn't have the military. So they're learning all on their own, and sometimes they're interacting with communities that are really FUD, that are really secretive, and like, yeah, fuck you, we're not going to teach you anything about the Second Amendment. Oh, right on. Yeah, checking that film out right now. Yeah, there's way too many new people that they didn't have the background and nobody's teaching them. And there's way too many assholes out there that are not teaching them anything. Like, we all have a custodianship to the Second Amendment to teach and practice safely so the next new generation can come up learning. That doesn't mean we have to do everything for everybody, but we should nudge them in the right direction. Like, you don't have to hold somebody's hand through the process, but you should nudge them in the right way. Because, I mean, we already have too many enemies. Why are we making enemies of ourselves in this community? Like, we already have too many people pushing misinformation. Like, you've got Sheila Jackson Lee in Texas saying the absolutely unhinged shit she's saying about guns. Why are we kicking people out of our own communities? It doesn't make sense. Exactly. 2A every day. 2A is the way. That's why we help. Like, people are having issues with their builds. We try to help with troubleshooting. I mean, understand you are entering a build, so there's going to be things you're going to have to do on your own. But we can help nudge people, help them figure out the issue. Oh, hey, some new news coming out. Looks like the Department of Justice has dropped an appeal about a ban about carrying firearms at the postal office. Because firearm restrictions do include some federal buildings. Which is why in some states you might need to, like in Arizona, for example, we have concealed carry is legal here without a license. We have constitutional carry, but you might still need that license for certain national parks, state parks, and federal buildings, or certain state buildings. You guys. But hey, any pro-gun court case and ruling, happy to have it. There we are. All right, guys, that's where I think I am going to end this live. I got to get some stuff shipped out. I got to do some work and got to get some stuff handled. But hey, we hit 1K, and we are going to do that giveaway. So thank you guys so much for it. Thank you for watching, liking, subscribing. It's greatly appreciated. Thanks for checking out our other channels, our other social media platforms, our website, our eBay stores, our affiliates. Absolutely awesome of all of you guys. Thank you, Don. And it's been a journey getting here. And we finally did it. So with that, I end with you as I always do. Stay 2A every day.